Keevers, Kednal Alexis, Landry Mavungu. Guys, there's no secret that last season pretty successful. How do you go up from that?
Oh, start. Okay. I think how we go off from that was just learning from last season. What we learned is that once you get in the playoffs and make those deep playoff runs, deep playoff runs, is the little things that matter. And the margin of error in the playoffs is so small, and you have to really lock in on every single play. Like those 5-second plays, you think that all matter, or you think you can take a break there, you really can't take a break.
For us, every season's new, and our approach is camp. We're going to get better, one game at a time. So, when we start this thing, I don't talk about last season. Last season's over. It's a brand new team. We do talk about our goals at the very beginning of the season. We talk about our goals a lot, but our goals during the season, one game at a time. Just keep what's important in front of you. Don't think about what's coming up. Don't forget about what happened in the past. One game at a time.
Last season we did have a successful season, but to emulate that again, we just got to do what we know best. Go back to the drawing board, keep working, put our heads down, and just work. And that's what I think will help us get another successful season this coming up fall.
Both you young men are seniors coming up on possibly 40 starts if everything goes well this season. What could you say about that looking back at the college career? I know we don't want to look into the past too much, but this season's got to be a little bit more special, correct?
Yeah, definitely. This season's a little bit more special, being it is my senior year, my last year playing football. But all the years that I've had in the past, they all count as special seasons too. The guys that I played with in the past, making my freshman year, sophomore year, leading up to my senior year, all those seasons have been special too.
Yeah, just like Kendall said, like this year is definitely gonna be a special year. But just knowing that coming in this program, I was taken under the wing by some great men, great leaders of men, and they just took me under the wing and they just showed me the Hound way. And I'm just gonna continue to follow that into this season, and then take the next generation of guys into my wing and show them too that take them under my wing too and show them the Hound way too, and just continue to build off that. It's gonna be bittersweet because I've been here for about like 6 years, going on my 6th year. It's gonna be bittersweet, but I'm not too worried about the end result. I'm just worried about one game at a time and 1 week at a time.
So you guys have a tradition of continued success. Like year after year, it seems like this team's in the win column a lot more than in the loss column. Can you talk about how, as a team, as a locker room, you can come together to create that culture?
It all starts from Coach Keevers. One thing we're very, very big on is just that proper preparation prevents poor performance. So just how we attack things throughout the week, how we attack the film study, how we practice. We practice every day like it's a game. Because if you practice like it's a game, once you get on that field, you're gonna make those big time plays that help us win those big time games.
I think what we focus on a lot is the details, like Landry touched on a little bit earlier. Like even for practice, you have to be wearing black socks. Like if you're not wearing black socks, you gotta go back in, and you gotta make sure you're in the right attire, doing the right things. That helps us succeed as a team. Like doing the small things, the little things. You start messing up some of those, that starts to stack up. That could lead to losses, but us always doing the right things, doing the little things, I think that's what helps us succeed. That's what helps us win the most.
For us, it's all about work. We're going to outwork people. Talk about it all the time. That's our culture. We're going to outwork people, and we have 85 guys here during the summer that spend their summer here at the University of Indianapolis, make a commitment. They work very hard. Our strength coach Steve Barrick. So it's just kind of how we our culture is that we're going to prepare very hard. We're going to prepare it, and it's all about preparing for the game, preparing for the season. That's summer months. I think we come together as a team and spend so much time together. I think that really gives us an advantage, and the results show because nobody outworks us during the summer. There's no question, and it starts with Coach Barrick, our strength coach, does a wonderful job.
To piggyback off what Kendall said, Coach, you talk about just these minor details, even changing the socks. while some people, if they're not black. Where does that come from in your background, or is that just kind of the Greyhound way?
Coach Bart started it. Discipline is the key. Everybody, if we're a disciplined football team, got a chance to win games and doing things the right way, and have high expectations. We're not going to give up on what we've done, how we do things. We're not, we love our players. We love our players. That's where it starts, because they feel like you can discipline if they know they know we care about them, and that's what when you care about them, you can discipline. You can do the little things, and they'll support you, and they'll go along with it. If you don't treat them well or care about them, it's hard to coach the little things, because they're not going to be interested in it, because they don't feel loved. I mean, it starts with you got to care for the guys. I really feel that way.
What defines success for you guys this year? What's the ultimate goal?
Ultimate goal that defines success for us is winning the national championship. I know we want to win conference. We want to win games during the season. We want to take it to the next step, win the national championships. That starts with winning in the playoffs and then eventually getting that national championship.
Yeah, just going off what Kendall said, winning the national championship is definitely it's on the goal this year, and I think we have the team, we have the depth to do that. Last year we battled a lot of injuries at key spots, but this year we have that, and it all looks good on paper, but we got to go out there, we got to execute, and we got to take it 1 week at a time.
It always starts with us 1 week at a time. But we talk about our goals, how we define winning in our program. Winning is winning the conference, winning in the playoffs, and winning a national championship. That's how we define winning. We went 7-4 2 years ago, and I had guys sit in my office after this year when we went 9-2 into the playoffs. They're like, it was nice to get back to winning, because we won the conference, we went to the playoffs. And that's how we define winning, and we've always defined winning that way since we started with Bart. And the program was started with Bart, and and we do a lot of the things that in a lot of things than what he taught us to do, and we followed that.
Landry, a lot of people want to talk about your success on the field, but you've also been all academic honors for 3 or 4 years now. How much do you resonate that to the younger generation coming up to, hey, you're not just a professional on the field, you have to be a professional off the field as well?
Yeah, I resonate to the young guys a lot too, and I try to instill in them that, like, yeah, you're a football player, but that's not your identity. You're more than that. And Coach Keevers has instilled that into me a lot too. Just saying, like, take your education serious, take your degree serious, because at the end of the day, one day football will end. You won't be a football player anymore, and you have to go out in society. You have to live as not a football player. People are not gonna see like, oh, Landry Mavungu, Greyhound football team. Like, no, that's not gonna be. I'm gonna be a dad. I'm gonna have kids. I'm gonna have a family on my own, and I just stood that to them. It's like, hey, find other hobbies and find other things away from football that can help you transition once you're done playing.